When breast cancer patients go through chemotherapy, they often face the side effect of hair loss. And while there's nothing wrong, of course, with being bald, a lot of women, though, do prefer to get a wig in this situation. So hairstylist of the year and owner of Bang Salon Chicago, Eli Mancha, is here to give us a little bit of advice on what to actually do once you start facing the situation. And he is also joined by our lovely model here. And say your name again?
Logan.
Logan. So thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Eli, why don't you talk about when women are going through chemotherapy, it's such a touchy situation, what do you recommend to women before the hair loss starts?
Absolutely. I talk a lot about preparation for losing the hair. Obviously, not all situations are going to go all completely bald, but giving them suggestions as far as with coloring, maybe going a little bit lighter so they don't see the thinning of the hair as much. It's less contrast to the scalp, contrast.
Right.
Cutting, going a little bit shorter, always looks a little bit thicker and fuller. So that's
I've had loved ones go really short right before, who had long hair and decided, you know what, I'm going to go for the shortcut. You see that pretty frequently?
Absolutely, right.
Okay.
So, and I think it's best to kind of work them towards a shorter shape, because if they do end up losing all their hair, it makes them feel a little bit more comfortable with working with a shorter shape. And then if they go completely bald, then it's great to suggest a wig. And I usually recommend them going with more of a wig that complements their natural hair color. It's a good opportunity for them to maybe change their look, but not really the best thing if you're working with a dramatic change with your hair overall.
Okay. So what do you have to show us with Logan here? Obviously, I'm trying to picture, is Logan wearing a wig?
She's wearing a wig,
Logan
yes.
is wearing a wig. Okay, I don't want to make any assumptions here.
When you do get to the point where you do need to wear a wig, it's very important to to know the different options that you have. There's different qualities of wig. There's synthetic hair. This is a synthetic wig here. And these wigs came from J. Krager Salon here in Chicago. So this is a synthetic wig, and it looks very natural, but the quality of the hair is a little bit less high in quality, so you have to be a little bit more careful with the use of these. And then working with more human hair, you can do more styling with heated engineering, curling irons, flat irons, things like that. And they definitely last a lot longer and have better quality and a better appearance.
Okay,
so
the human hair is one.
The human hair, exactly. And they're a lot more expensive.
I was just going to ask you that. I bet they're more money, too.
They're definitely a lot more expensive. This being one of the highest qualities, the European hair is a little bit softer in texture, so definitely a little bit more higher quality and more expensive. But, you have different options and different variations in prices as well.
Okay, well, I had one relative, and she thought this was really the time to go for it. And I remember her having like 6 or 7 different wigs of all different colors, and she kind of had fun with it.
Right.
So when people come in, do you say, you just mentioned sticking with your own hair color. Is it just because you kind of ease them into it?
Well, they're going to go through a dramatic change anyway with losing their hair and going through this whole process. So I just think it's something that I recommend to make them feel more comfortable, because they're working with their natural color and texture. So it makes them feel less like they're going through a traumatic experience and more like they're just themselves.
Right, themselves instead.
Right.
So once you have the wig, how does that all work? I mean, I don't know anything about wigs. I've never ever used one or tried one on even. So as far as the maintenance of it and that sort of thing.
Wigs, they will last up pretty well if you style them. You could wear them for quite a few days, and then you would just need to style them, after some time. But, working with wigs, also something I like to say is great if your hair is coming back in after chemo.
Right.
It's a good time to not only wear a wig, but also maybe take some vitamin supplements. I recommend to a lot of my clients Viviscal, which is a vitamin supplement that has a lot of natural ingredients from deep sea fish, and also biotin is an ingredient there. So it's designed to increase blood production and help your hair grow faster and stronger and thicker when you are coming back in and growing the hair back from the chemo treatment.
All right. I love the short and sassy look, too. And my sister did that with the spiky hair right after chemo. So thank you both. Appreciate it. Logan, also Eli. And, of course, you can look up Eli's tips on getting ready for a wig on our website. That is abc7chicago.com. All you have to do is click on See It on TV. And we are back after a short commercial break here.